right there on the spot when you ask them to join. So work it out with your treasurer, get it set up. All right, so here's my 4-step program for being vice president of membership. It's down, dirty, simple, anybody can do. It is the least amount of time you have to spend doing your job. You can always do more, conduct programs, surveys, get all the collateral from Toastmasters International. But this is how you do it free, cheap, easy, and effectively. First, when that guest comes in, you may or may not be expecting them, whether or not you got an email or communication from them about how to join. But when they show up at that meeting, it is your responsibility first to come up and greet them. Then, you give them the membership application and a gift. Did all of you receive a gift today?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. How did it feel to receive that?
Felt good.
Felt good.
I was just wondering if I needed to do something like this with my whole group then.
No, you have a resource that's free that you can use as a free gift. I'm going to show you what that free gift is.
I didn't get a free gift.
You didn't. You came in late. But you can have one, Sandy, if you're good. And I want to see your evaluation form before you turn it in. Yeah, he's a really good evaluator. Just kidding, Sandy. And then you want to ask for guest comments during your meeting. How many of you do that right now in your meetings? Okay, that's another homework item. You need to go to your Vice President of Education, get with your president, and at the end of every meeting, ask for guest comments. Because that's where they are going to sell themselves. And then you don't have to do it. You're going to get them, and they're going to make a subconscious commitment to your club before you ever ask them for the money. So that asking the money is the easiest part. And then I'll teach you, we'll go through how to fill out the membership application, because I have to assume all of you have never done this before, and I want to make sure you get it filled out right, that it's not scary, because it is scary. And then it becomes a breeze. So how does it feel to go to a party and you don't know anyone there at the party? Uncomfortable, right? Why is that?
Because everybody else knows that everybody, and you're all alone.
Everybody else knows each other, right? I can ignore the people in this side of the room because I've never seen any of you before. I've lost to Sandy Leibowitz in competition, so, I have an emotional connection with him. And he's a great Toastmaster. I tease him, but he's a great Toastmaster. Jose is from my club. Jason and I have worked together previously. These are my friends. I'm so excited to see them. I'm so honored that they came to my presentation. But I have to remember to ignore them and remember, you are my guests. You are the new members. You're the most important people. So depending on whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, you have to greet those new members and make them feel warmly welcomed. Would you like to practice that real quick? Some of you are kind of in odd numbers. Everyone pair up in twos. If you're odd, jump with the aisle behind you. Like, you two get together, you two. Here, you come across with Sylvia, Marion. Marion, Lydia in the middle. You two, and you got two. All right. You two, Sandy. Can't wait if you don't play. Toastmasters love to talk. All right. Hey, attention. Clap once if you can hear me. Clap twice if you can hear me. Works at my kids' daycare, and it works here too. You don't have to say a word. I want you to shake hands, and I want you to look at the person in their left eye. Stare at them in their left eye, shake hands, and do not say a word for 20 seconds. Shake hands. Shake hands. Look them in the left. No, you don't have to keep shaking. Hold their hand. Hold their hand and look at them in the left eye. The 20 seconds starts when everyone participates, Charlie. Miguel. Ladies, Whitney. Hold hands. Look in the left eye.
Right eye. And we're not looking at each other.
And be quiet.
But what if the other person looking?
Okay, you can stop now. Woo.
That was hard.
Why was that hard?
Because I don't know that person, and it's an intimate thing to look into their eye.
Right.
Wasn't sure which was the left eye, the way I saw it.
House left, not stage right. Okay. Okay. What else?
Persistency in continuing to shake hands.
Right.
Persistency.
It is. But if you're not comfortable, I made you hold that for an extended period of time so that you would feel uncomfortable, because almost everyone does when they do that. Because we're not used to opening ourselves up and being intimate with a complete stranger. And intimate, I mean, that is the most mildest form of intimacy, but that's why we greet each other. That's why we shake hands, because this was our sword hand. If we're shaking hands, we can't be drawing our swords and fighting. Back in the old days when we all carried swords. Now, hopefully nobody has weapons, right? But that's it. It's intimacy. And when you can establish that quickly in any of your business dealings and look somebody in the eye, it establishes
Intimacy.
and
Connection.
trust. And it welcomes them to the group. So it's your job as vice president to make the very first positive, deep, welcoming introduction to every guest that comes in.
Wonderful.
And if you can't do that, it's your fault. You can't expect the other person to do it. It's easy with people like me to come up and it's like, Marion, it's so nice to have you here. Thank you so much for coming out. The politician, where you think, like, man, Bill Clinton was a slime ball, but every person who ever met him and shook his hand felt like he was his best friend. And that's why people vote for him. And the guy in office now has pretty much got the same mojo. Yeah, that charisma, that ability to make that connection. You know, the first words out of your mouth, if you say something just nice, like, get me up to speed on you. Why did you come to the meeting? And actually listen to them while making that eye contact. You feel like that person's really listening to me. There's nothing worse than when you come up to someone and say, like, welcome to Toastmasters. Yeah, I'm going to go get that agenda, and I'm speaking, and do we have a timer, and what's going on? And what was your name again? I forgot. You said it to me, but I wasn't thinking about you. You know, people who can't remember names are the people who didn't hear it in the first place. And when you hear it, repeat it 3 times, and then it sticks in your brain. I have to write it down. I write down the names of all the guests and memorize it during the meeting so I can use it when I'm president. But we got to look that guest in the eye. Shake hands with them, and then introduce them. Yeah, you can go back to your seat. Thank you. Thank you for being good sports. And introduce them to the other officers. Teach your other officers to do this same thing. At Doral Toastmasters, we all welcome every guest. It's not just take a seat anywhere. It's welcome, Marion. I want you to sit with Jose, and he'll be happy to talk about the meeting and explain everything. Because if you have more than one guest, you're only one person. You need a team of people who can help you. You know the warm, nice people. Jose used to be vice president of membership. I know I got backup right there. He can sell the whole program. So here, sit with Jose. Make them feel welcome. Introduce them. Sit with them. And then explain the program.